Hello, everybody, and welcome into Early Bird Gaming's very first installment of Early Access, a series that we are going to be going through over several weeks, and I plan on making it a regular thing where we explore games on Steam and other gaming platforms that have been released as early access games before their official release. This is a kind of a new concept for the gaming industry. It's been around for maybe a couple years. Minecraft, I think, is one of the first successful examples of early access, where they were in public beta for quite a while. A lot of people playing it, not as many as the official release, however, which after the beta ended, they broke records here and there. They had more records than they had people working for Mojang. So, uh, early access was a huge success for them. They were able to get community feedback, able to bug test all this stuff on all these different features that they would later release on the official release of Minecraft. And this is Robocraft, the first game we'll be playing for the series. It is in early access on Steam for free to play, which is very nice. Um, it is technically in pre-alpha, they call it, but it is a very advanced pre-alpha. And if this is pre-alpha, I can't wait to see what the eventual release is because it's a very advanced game, and they could probably even release it or at least put it into beta at this point, and it would be perfectly fine and playable. So it's been out for quite a while. Actually, they've been in pre-alpha for a very long time. But as things keep developing and developing, I don't think they're going to have a very long beta. So this is pretty much the beta test that they have been on for quite a while, and there have been a lot of changes coming through. And most recently, a huge change. They used to have tier systems where your bots would be from tier 1 to 10, and then the last tier being TX, which is a huge mega bot, is much bigger than the normal bots. But then some problems arose with people kind of manipulating the point system to be able to bring more advanced, but fragile bots into lower matches and just wreck everyone because their weapons were so advanced, but everything else was not, so they could get into those lower tiers. So they revamped everything into a point system, which if I go to build here on this one, this is one of the bots that they give you in the very beginning. That I have not built any of this. They give you one of 3 bots, and this is one of them. And down here, you can see the robot ranking, 484, which is extremely low. It's very level 1 bot. And so the robot ranking has replaced the tiers, and now you just get matched with bots very close to your robot ranking. So that kind of fixed the seal clubbing, as they called it, going into lower tiers and wrecking with your advanced weapons. So that is one of the bots they've given you. It has wheels. It has SMGs, which is like rapid fire, not a ton of damage and not very accurate at long range, but very good at skirmishing. Here is the second bot. This is a plasma wheels. It has wheels, plasmas, which are like artillery shells. They have area of effect splash. They actually have drop, bullet drop, and they're slower firing, but definitely more burst damage, trying to take out people from long range and very quickly within like 1 or 2 shots. And then the last one is an SMG, and it looks like it's hovering. It's in fact not hovering. You cannot get hovers at this level. It has wheels as well. They're kind of angled in the middle like a bicycle. And then it has SMGs, which is very good at close range. So that's what we have now. We have these 3 bots. We're going to go in here. And I've tested out all of these bots just in practice mode to see how they run. This one is definitely my favorite to work with, so we are going to go with this one. A few introductions. Robocraft is a game about building bots. As you can see, all of these bots are put together block by block. I have a block here in my hand. I can place blocks like that. And that's what you do. You put bots together, you build them, you customize them to the utmost customization. and then you go out and fight them. We can go here and go into the pit. We can go to the battle arena, team deathmatch. I will show you all of those. Or we can just go into practice right there. They have a new practice mode, actually, where there are no other bots, but I do want to showcase the weapons on our different things. So I'm going into a practice that has bots in there that you can attack, and they can eventually attack back. It's all about, so we have that pre-made bot, but if I made a bot and put it into this test realm or into a battle, you could drive it around. Wheels are fully functional. The blocks will go with you. The guns will shoot. And you make your own bots and then you battle them. There's a lot of games out there. One that just came out, Mad Max, is a very customizable vehicle destruction game, but you have a pre-made vehicle that you can just upgrade parts on. And I'm not downplaying that at all. It's a very fun game. But if you're looking for more customization where you actually get to make your own vehicle, this is definitely the game. Here's a bot right here, an enemy bot. So I'm going to be shooting at it. As you can see, as I'm shooting, I keep it zooming here with the right mouse button. As I'm shooting, little pieces are flying off. That will happen to me as well. If I get shot like right here on the side of my car, pieces of that will fly off. If I get shot on a wheel, the wheel will fly off and I can't drive as well. So everything is functional. Everything, it's not just health based. Although you do have the 100% thing down here, that just kind of shows your overall health. So this is flipped over right now. Usually if he was, oh, it's not flipped over, he's just not able to move. If you do get flipped over, you can press F and it will flip you back over. Oh, there's a little bot right here. As you can see, I'm just taking pieces of it off. The way that you take a bot out is by taking the blocks under their seat or their seat. You hit them with enough damage. And it will, even if your entire bot is complete, if you get just like one good shot or their seat is exposed, you will blow up. The entire thing will blow up. So that comes into part of the design. See, there's the seat right there, the blocks underneath it. I can shoot and it blows up the entire thing. That was me leveling up. Getting kills, dealing damage to towers, which is something we'll come into later. That will level you up. Your level is down here, 2 now. In the practice arena, you can press plus and minus to give yourself and take away levels. At level 1, you are very slow, not very maneuverable. Your weapons do not deal too much damage, but everyone else is at level 1. But if someone starts doing a lot better than you and starts leveling faster than you, it might be a problem. See, level 13 is the max, and I'm at level 13, and now I'm going so fast that turning too fast could possibly flip me. That is something also in the design of your bots that you want to look out for. You can't be flipping too much, or if you do, you have to know to compensate for it. See there, I flipped, got back up, but it's something that if you're in the middle of a fight, you're trying to, maneuver around someone and go, and then you start flipping, and it's a bad thing. So that's something you can look out for. But as you can see, I'm so much faster at level 13. Dealing a lot more damage, just taking huge chunks of them off. Boom! I hit a sweet spot, destroyed his seat, and he's gone. So that's the basics in Robocraft. As you saw, there was a respawn button. You can do that if you're kind of stuck, or if you're just like immobilized, but your enemy has left, or you flew off to a different place, but you're immobilized, can't do anything. You can suicide, respawn, and come back into the fight in some of the game modes. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get right on into the gameplay. I will get into building later and leveling later. Right now I'm level 1. The max is 100. I will get into that later, but first let's just get into a fight with one of these pre-made. We're going to go into Team Deathmatch, which is the most basic of the game modes. This one, you have 1 life, 2 teams going off. There is a base to catch, but oftentimes it just comes down to eliminating the other team. There's no respawning in this one. It's just your life. The most healing you can do is if there's a medic, but at this level there's going to be no medics. So any damage you take, any damage you deal is permanent, and you can go back into a battle afterwards. But this is a very quick, very simple game mode, and respawn times can be pretty long. So I will come back on all these respawn times. I will just cut these out and then come back to you once we are in the load screen. So I will see you then. Hello everyone, that was actually not very long, so we are back in. It is good to know that sometimes at the higher levels the respawn times can get pretty long, but there are a lot of people playing down at this level, a lot of people coming into the game. So that was a not very long one. Right now we have these teams here. We are in a map. Here's all my team members, they're spawning in.
The battle for Tyhonium Canyon has begun.
The battle for Tyhonium Canyon, oh excuse me sir. You can collide and stuff with other bots. Everything is all functional. I'm going to go around here. I'm a little more of a mobile bot, so I kind of want to try to use that. Now, a lot of mistakes a lot of new people make, because I have played this game before. This is not a new game to me very much at all. There's a bot right there. Against it. It's 2 versus 1 though. See, this is a mistake he's making. Where he just kind of like ran in. He's like, yeah, do damage, but you don't get very many points if you die at all in this mode. In a mode where you can respawn, that might be a good idea. But as you can see, he's very not functional now. He's able to move forward, and he's probably going to try to cap our base, but he's going to die unless he somehow murders me.
SMG cruiser spotted.
See, now I'm in a 2v1, so I'm going to sit back and kind of try to pick off damage. There we go. Here's a buddy. Now we can go in, put the pressure on. Oh, alright, so he has shot off all my guns. My buddy ran off. I'm not sure why. So I am extremely vulnerable now. It looks like I'm going to die. My soft underbelly is exposed. There we go. Not sure why my buddy ran off without me, but that's what happened. So I am now dead. I can press escape and go back to the mothership and see what rewards I got for the damage I dealt. I got destroyed. See, I destroyed 164 CPU, which is just kind of like health points. In protection and defense, it doesn't really matter too much. I scouted. You can press Q while aiming at an enemy to scout them. That means your entire team can now see them. It's very nice. And then my robot ranking is 484, so that does change how much RP you get. RP is the free money that you get from just playing in the games, and you can buy almost anything except for the cosmetic specials with RP. I got 83. If I was premium, they double it, and I would get 166. However, I am not, so I now have 133 RP and 100 GC. I will not be buying any GC. That is the premium money. I will not be adding premium on this account because I just want to show you what you can do in the free-to-play. Here we go. Here's the shop. This is where you can buy all of your blocks. This is where you can buy your wheels, your weapons, your seats, headlamps, and anything cosmetic. These things can only be bought with a premium money, but they don't affect your gameplay too much. These things kind of, but not really. So that's the shop. This is the your actual what you have. So I can pick any of these things. I can select a gun and see if I can fit it on somewhere. I can take that one off and put one on. So yeah, that's very basic building. I'm going to go back in to another one and hopefully get a successful round before I really start building. But that's the thing. It's like you can right-click to remove things and see it's no longer on my bot. I can go into battle just like this if I wanted to, or put it back on. I can take, you can middle click while looking at something. If I'm looking at the wheel, middle click, I get a wheel. Steering wheel or regular wheel. I get a block, a curved block, a prism. And you can take it off, and I could even flip up like this and probably even put something right there. See that? It's pretty cool, except for now it's unbalanced, so I'd have to do it on the other side. However, if I come back here and press X, oh, it's M now. I'm going to have to change that. It starts off as M, I like it at X because that's what it used to be. It turns this mirror mode on, which it brings this big old red line, and that's the mirror mode. So anything I do on this side of the bot, if I took that off and rotated with my mouse wheel and put that upside down, it would also do it on that side. If I selected this gun, and I have some of these guns in my inventory, that's why I'm allowed to place them. If I selected those guns and put them there, it would also do it on that side, which is a very nice thing to do. It's a very nice addition. It helps a lot with the speed of building your bots, because that can take up a lot of time, and sometimes you just want to get into battle, which is what we are going to do now. I can press E for a hotkey to get into the battles. I'm going to go to Team Deathmatch, and we are going to wait for this queue time, and I will see you in battle. All right, everyone, we are back. We are into a game. That one took a little bit longer than last time, but it's all right. We are on a different map this time. The maps rotate. You don't really choose which map you go on. It's just on a random rotation. See here we have, ally bot that has some brown pieces on there. Those are an upgraded piece. Higher damage, but also heavier. We will get to those later. We're already flipped over. Let's see if we can roll. There we go. All right. So, something about what I did last time with adding those two guns. The maximum amount of guns that can be firing in a rotation, because plasmas fire in a rotation. One gun will shoot, then the next, and then the next, and the next. They're in a rotation. However, the maximum, the more guns you have, the faster they shoot. One gun will go, but 6 guns will go as I am right now. Any more than 6, however, will not do anything. It will be at the same speed. The only advantage to having more than 6 guns is if one gets shot off, you have still 6 guns. There's a bot right there. I thought he was enemy. So, back him off. That guy has green blocks, which
SMG tank spotted.
Too much.
Plasma hover spotted. SMG cruiser spotted.
SMG
cruiser spotted.
I'm surrounded by enemies. I need to get out.
Plasma cruiser
I've lost
spotted.
all my steering. Let's try to get out of here. There we go. I'm going to kind of back off. We're going to get right over here.
Spotted.
Bard. Ooh, I got him. See, that is a poorly designed bot because I was able to just one-hit him by hitting a soft spot. You want to identify any soft spots in your bots and remove those immediately. I am unable to hit that guy because my guns are under the hill there. So we're going to kind of move. So yeah, that guy designed his own bot. Which we will be doing in the next episode. We will not do this episode.
Cruiser spotted.
But he has designed his own bot and left a weak spot where I was able to just luckily hit and take out his entire car in one hit. This guy's going to try to sneak up on me. I do not like this.
Plasma cruiser spotted.
Go rush him. He is focused on our friend there. There we go. Got him. That was the last guy. There we go. So here's the end screen. If you do make it to the end, it will show you this. I got 2 kills, 0 deaths, and 1 assist. We can put right here. This is sorted just kind of in an odd way. You can press score here, and it will bring it to the highest score. So I did get the highest score that time because I dealt the most damage and I got the most kills. It wasn't by much. I did not blow anyone out of the water. It was just 78, 77, 76, 75. So, but I also have played this game before, so I have a little bit of an unfair advantage. But I did very well that time. I got 2 kills, I did a lot of damage, and I survived, which is the main part of that game mode. So we're going to go in here. Victory. I don't really pay attention too much to those. If you want to, you can. But really what matters is down here. Total RP earned, I got 278 RP earned. However, every garage, you start off with 3 garages with a pre-made bot in each. Every garage has a first win of the day bonus. Every 24 hours you get it. You have to have a victory for it to activate, and then it doubles however much you earned in the previous battle. So I would have gotten 278, but because it was the first win of the day, I got 556 RP. So that's a pretty big win. You always want to log in for your first win of the day. Also, hero bonus. If you do very well, and even if you die and do very well, this is a way of rewarding people that even though they sacrificed themselves or whatever, but took out 2 in the process, they give you a little bit extra RP for doing that. So that's what that is. And I leveled up, level 2. Level 2 gives me plus 30p flops, which I will explain in just a second. And I unlocked the thrusters, which are like rockets. They push you farther. Enemy radar, which let me see people on the map from farther away. And that's it. So let's go here. We'll go into the shop and look at what we've got. Enemy radar is very important. Buy one. Just buy one right off the bat and find a place to put it on your bot. Movement is where you will find the thrusters. You have chassis, which is blocks, and some other things at later levels. Movement, which is wheels, tracks, hovers, thrusters, wings. Hardware, which is all your guns and your shields. And then these things special, like a pilot seat or a radar or an anti-radar, stuff like that. So I'm going to go into movement. I'm going to buy a few of those. Okay, so you can buy one at a time by just clicking on the RP, or you can buy them with GC. I would suggest not. But you can do that. Or you can hold down control, left control, I believe, and click, and it will buy 10. I don't want to buy 10 thrusters. I want to buy 4 thrusters. Confirm that. And we're going to press Q here to go into our actual inventory. So you can press C to go into what you want to buy, and then Q to actually select what you bought. So I want to be a little bit faster. So I'm going to try to find a spot to put these. Now these thrusters are very small. The advantage is they can fit into a single block here. That's what we're going to do, except one sec. We're going to put mirror mode on. You always got to remember, they have not added mirror mode just being the standard yet, or it remembering that you want to be on mirror mode. So you have to turn mirror mode on. I'll delete that, go in here, get my thruster, and put that on there. That will make me a lot faster when I'm going forward. Thrusters you do not activate by yourself. Thrusters activate when they will push when the way they're facing is activated. So these are facing forward. So if I push the W button to go forward, they will activate and push me farther. Something like this will remove these and do that. Oh, okay. So we have hit the CPU limit. CPU limit is right up here. They're designated by P flops. I don't know what that means, but I am allowed 436 P flops right up there. I have used 431. As you level, you get more of those. That system is to keep bots from being too big at too small of a level. Each block takes up 1 P flop, and then these take up some P flops. Thrusters take up 10 P flops. So it's to discourage bots being too advanced at too early of a level. So as you level up and you get more familiar with the game, they will allow you to have more. So that's what that is. So I'm going to actually put that there. I'm going to delete that, put that there, and then just put 1 up here. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'm going to put that right there. I'm just going to put that there. And then I'll put 2 up front, like that. These will not activate when I'm just trying to go forward. This one, let me turn off mirror mode. This one will activate when I try to turn right, because it's facing right. So when I try to turn right, it'll push and help me turn right. This one to the left. And these help you turn. That's why I have them. I think they're very useful. I'm actually going to do this. Turn mirror mode back on. I'm going to kind of hide these in there. And then kind of replace back this. Give me that. There we go. So they're a little bit more hidden, harder to take out. They are still pretty exposed, but not as much. And things kind of look better. That's always something that I strive for with my bots. Some people just make fully functional bots, which is perfectly fine, but I always want to try to go for more aesthetically pleasing bots. So that's what I have here. Right now, with the amount of thrusters I have, I will not be able to put the radar on, so let me see if I can do that now. I am willing to sacrifice forward speed. We do have, what, 10 wheels. As you can see, I select, it was like this. I selected this. I took it out. I put it right here. So right here, it will mount it on this side, and I can rotate around that. If I aimed here, it will rotate around that. See, it's in the same block space both ways, but it's mounted on something different. So the rotations will be different. So it doesn't matter where you place it. I'll place it right there. I'll go into my inventory, put the radar down. Then I will want to replace this one if I can fit it. There we go. Back to how it looks. These glass blocks have very little armor value. The armor value here is 67 health as opposed to 67 health. So they are level 1 blocks. Right now they're just as good as the blocks I have, but as we level up, the glass ones will not. So they will stay at level 1, which is not very good. So it does make your bot look nice, and there are times where I put glass ones on even like a level 10, a very high bot, just because it looks a lot better and I'm not sacrificing that much. So there we are. I have 2 turning thrusters. I have 2 extra ones in case a couple get shot off. I will still be able to fire at max speed, and I have a radar back here. This radar will help me see enemies on the map and in my HUD from far away, even without my enemies or my allies pinging them. Something I am going to do, because I had a problem with it last time. Remember when I got my front end shot off? All the back wheels here were left, and I could not steer because my 2 steering wheels right here, you can tell steering wheels because they have this little arc right here showing where they can steer. They were only on the front. So if my front gets blown off, I'm out of luck. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to delete this wheel here. See, it took the wheel off. You have the wheels here. Most wheels will have a long shaft and then the wheel. You do have to make room for those. I'm going to take the non-steering one off there and add a steering one right there. Now, the disadvantage to having too many steering wheels is that your bot will turn funky. So I'm actually going to select a non-turning one, delete the turning one here, and put that. So I still only have 4 turning wheels over the whole vehicle, but they are placed differently. So if I get my front blown off, I can still turn around at least somewhat because my back is still on. So that is a simple improvement to a bot that you can just do throughout the leveling up. You can figure out, oh man, like last battle, I got like a couple of my guns shot off and I was firing super slow. So I'm going to add 2 more guns here so that even if I get a few of my guns shot off, I still have a lot of guns and I'm still firing fast and have a lot of firepower. Something like that you will learn. I will help teach you throughout this entire series. We are going to go into one more battle, and then we are going to conclude episode 1 of Early Access, and I will see you in episode 2. But let's get in here, starting the queue, and I'll see you once we're in. All right, we are in, ladies and gentlemen. We have perfect teams, 10v10. Here in our ice level. That's quite an interesting bot. Looks like he's going for an AT-AT from Star Wars. I do not know how that's going to move. I feel like he's just going to be a useless part of our team.
The battle for Glees Lake has begun.
He's not doing it. But, as you can see, that's the bot. That's his bot. He put block by block everything together. And he's allowed to do that. You wouldn't be able to see something like this in Mad Max, would you? Huh? Nope. So he made that bot all by himself. Although it's not a very effective bot, it's creative and funny. And it's his. So here's a bot right here. Oh, he's flying around. So the reason he's able to fly, ooh, I'm taken out. I need to flip upside down. I press F here, which will automatically kind of put you in a stasis for 10 seconds. You can get attacked, but you cannot attack, but it will flip you back over. I got my back and front both blown off that time, so I am, again, not able to steer, but I do have still 3 guns on me. Mr. Drunk Builder over there is showing his name to be something of value. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do too much right here. There's not too many enemies in the area. If you see me turning, it's just because I'm going up certain hills, certain ways. I am not controlling any way I'm turning right now. Ooh, we're flipping over. All right. Oh, perfect. Right as I start flipping over. There we go. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the last battle of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. There is our nemesis right there. There is an ally. So you can, after dying, you can flip through your ally spots to look at them. So I am dead. We're going to go through. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get through to see these rewards, because that's always a nice thing to say. But I am Breezy Sombrero signing off for Early Bird Gaming. We got only 40 RP there because we did not do much. But hopefully next episode we will do a lot more. Next episode we will be building a lot more. I will take apart one of these 3 bots here. Probably this one, because I don't like the design. And we will be creating our own bot. So tune in for that episode. Thank you for watching this one, and everyone have a wonderful day.